Right, okay guys, this is my response to Novabug's The Friday Foursome number 26. Now Chris is asking, what is your favourite game music tracks? Now what he said was, it doesn't necessarily have to be the most iconic piece of music, most technically accomplished piece of music. It can just be something that when you play the game, the music invokes memories, you know, of a happy time. So what I've done is I have pieced together 4 games. Now they're not my favourite music tracks, but it's music tracks that, in my opinion, absolutely enhance the game. The music in these games was a big part of why I actually played the game. So let's kick things off. Right, okay, my first game is Super Pipeline by Taskset Software. Now, anyone that's familiar with my channel will know that I love this game. It's an absolutely fantastic game, it's huge fun, but the music just really makes it so much more fun. It's frantic, you know, which kind of keeps up with the pace of the game. For considering the music itself is very repetitive. I mean, I think it's little, you know, I think it kind of loops after about 10 seconds, but it just adds to the overall fun factor of the game completely. You know, I don't know how many tunes there are, there's not that many, like I said, it's very repetitive, but the music absolutely makes the game. I mean, this is a fantastic arcade game, and the music itself, it just, I says it's fun, it's frantic, and it makes it. And I can guarantee, if you play this game for any length of time, you'll be humming these wee tunes in your sleep. I know I do. But yeah, like I says, these, you know, this, from a technical point of view, it's very simple music, so it's got nothing to do with the fact that, you know, the music is accomplished or anything like that at all. It just fits the game. It fits the game kind of content absolutely perfect. No idea why they never actually made this an arcade game. It would be a perfect arcade game. Now, I could pick the tunes for Pipeline, the original Pipeline as well. They're just as addictive and catchy. You take the... Would I play this game without the music? Probably not. So that, to me, tells its own story. You know, I'm not a big fan of music in games, but when the music is done properly, like it has in this, it just makes the game. And like I says, you know, the music just enhances the experience. So yeah, that is my first one. That is Super Pipeline 2 by Taskset Software. My second one, probably no surprise, this is Commando, again on the C64 by Elite Software. You don't really need, this bit of music doesn't need any introduction. I mean, it's classic Rob Hubbard, it's one of his finest. It's probably in my top 3 Rob Hubbard tracks. It's just epic, and again, the frantic pace of the music it just flows with the game, the pace of the game perfectly. Yeah, the game itself is a bit of a glitch fest. It's not the best arcade conversion by any matter of means. I mean, I think the Spectrum one's probably better, but you know what there is in this version is it plays great. But like I say, the fact that you've got that music, you take the music out, and I would probably rather have played Who Dares Wins 2. But it's the music that makes this game. It makes it so much fun to play, and the music drives you on. This is always a complete sod. Just when you think you're going to do it, you end up dying. Fortunately, there was a remake of this. Some clever guys basically took this version, they added in the missing 5 levels, tidied up the graphics, got rid of the sort of like the glitching and that kind of stuff, but you know, they also introduced their own music track, but there is only one track that can be played with this game, and it's going to be the Novabug original. But again, like Super Pipeline 2, if it wasn't for the music, I probably wouldn't play this. But the music just absolutely enhances the overall experience perfectly. So yeah, that is Commando by Elite Software, and that is my second game. This next one, Hybris, Discovery Software on the Commodore Amiga. This has got one of my favourite Amiga tracks that just plays throughout. The wonderful thing about this game is it doesn't actually stop to load. It just kind of pulls the data from the disc as you're playing it. But the music is awesome. The only one slight thing that niggles me with this bit of music is you don't want to fire, because when you fire you use one of the voices, so it does affect the music slightly. But again, like the previous two games, this piece of music, it just takes me back to, I don't know, 1989 probably at home. Happy days, but absolute epic bit of music. Like I says, I'm not picking my favourite music tracks, because there are, you know, I don't think any of these pieces of music would appear in my favourite music tracks, but for games to have the perfectly suited bit of music, these would be four of them, if that makes any sense. I'm kind of waffling a wee bit, but yeah, basically the music in these games absolutely enhances the gameplay, and it makes the game as fun as it is to play. Again, you take the music out of this, it just becomes quite a generic shooter. I mean, it is a nice shooter. I think it was technically, it was obviously inspired by Terra Cresta, but you take the music out of these games and it just becomes a bit bland, to be perfectly honest with you. But I mean, it's got, I don't know how they managed it, but it's got kind of like guitar solos going on in the background. It's just awesome. Yeah, so that is my third choice. That is Hybris on the Commodore Amiga. And last, but by no means least, again, an arcade game, Rolling Thunder by Namco. This game simply I would not have played this game were it not for the music. It's just awesome. I mean, it's a classic B-movie. You know, secret agent has to infiltrate a lair, rescue his girlfriend, and basically take down the sort of main baddie. And the bass and the sort of the drum roll in this is just absolutely awesome, and that's why I didn't really like the home versions. The home versions weren't the best, but the music was completely lacking. I think the Commodore Amiga one did have the sort of the drum roll in the back, but it didn't have the sort of main chorus part. But it's awesome. It just, again, you could imagine that tune in the back of a James Bond film. It just fits the you know, the subject matter absolutely perfectly. That guy has got to be the coolest dude ever. His slacks, his tank top, and his gun holster, and he just walks about like he owns the place. Now you do get different tracks. So you do get different tracks per level. It's the first level. It's this one. The music I just think is absolutely iconic, and it fits the game perfectly. Now hopefully I'll get to the end of this level just to let you hear the sort of the bit when you the little kind of cutscene. There we go. Absolutely epic. Anyway, that is Rolling Thunder on arcade.